So Anthony Joshua's rise is one of British boxing's greatest modern stories. From winning Olympic gold in 2012 to becoming a global heavyweight star, he transformed from a late starter into the face of British boxing. His combination of power, discipline and athleticism filled stadiums and inspired a new generation of fans. But his story is not just about winning titles, it is about setbacks, adaptation, and the challenge of rebuilding when the whole world is watching. So Anthony Joshua announced himself on the professional stage with a series of explosive knockouts before meeting fellow unbeaten Briton Dillian Whyte on the 12th of December 2015. Their rivalry stretched back to the amateurs, where Whyte handed Joshua his only amateur defeat. The bad blood made the contest deeply personal. Joshua overcame difficult moments before stopping Whyte in the 7th round, proving he could recover under pressure and reinforcing his reputation as Britain's next heavyweight superstar. Now everything changed on the 9th of April 2016 when Joshua challenged Charles Martin for the IBF heavyweight title. Martin entered as the reigning world champion, but Joshua showed composure beyond his experience. 2 crushing knockdowns in the 2nd round secured a knockout victory and crowned him heavyweight champion. Winning a world title in only his 16th professional fight accelerated his rise and placed enormous expectations on his shoulders. Now Joshua's defining triumph arrived on the 29th of April 2017 against Vladimir Klitschko at Wembley Stadium. Klitschko was one of the greatest heavyweights of his era, holding world titles for nearly a decade while defeating elite challengers with remarkable consistency. Joshua survived being knocked down, recovered his composure, and produced a truly unforgettable late stoppage. The victory showcased his courage, his resilience, and finishing power while becoming one of British boxing's most iconic nights. So at his best, Joshua combined explosive punching with impressive athleticism for a heavyweight. His powerful jab, devastating right hand, and disciplined training made him a formidable champion. Beyond the ring, he became the public face of British boxing, regularly selling out stadiums and attracting millions of new fans. His success helped revive heavyweight boxing in Britain, creating huge events that captured mainstream sporting attention. Now, the first major setback came on the 1st of June 2019, when Andy Ruiz Jr stunned the boxing world. Joshua entered as a heavy favourite, but struggled after hurting Andy Ruiz early. Ruiz's fast hands and relentless pressure exposed Joshua's uncertainty, leading to a dramatic stoppage defeat. However, 6 months later, Joshua returned with a completely different strategy, boxing patiently behind the jab, controlling distance, and refusing unnecessary exchanges to reclaim his title by unanimous decision. Now new challenges emerged. Usyk defeated Joshua on the 25th of September 2021 and then again on the 20th of August 2022 using exceptional footwork, angles and exceptional ring intelligence. Joshua searched for answers but struggled to impose his physical advantages. And on the 21st of September 2024, Daniel Dubois produced another painful defeat, overwhelming Joshua with aggressive power and pressure. Now Anthony Joshua enters another rebuilding phase, seeking the right balance between confidence, tactical discipline, and experience as he pursues one final run at heavyweight glory. So let's just briefly recap everything. So we have Joshua rose from the Olympic champion to the face of British boxing. That's the first thing. He stopped rival Dillian Whyte on the 12th of December 2015. And that was a really good fight. Joshua was actually hurt in the 2nd round. He knocked out Charles Martin on the 9th of April 2016 to win the IBF title. And he stopped heavyweight legend, truly a heavyweight legend, Vladimir Klitschko on the 29th of April 2017. And what a spectacular night that was. And when we talk about Joshua, we talk about his power, his athleticism, and his amazing popularity, which transformed British boxing. Now, of course, he lost to Andy Ruiz Jr, but then in the rematch, he boxed smartly to win convincingly. Of course, he had losses to Usyk, a loss to Dubois, which forced Joshua into another rebuild. And we've left a few things out. For example, the victory over Povetkin, very good victory, the victory over Joseph Parker, and of course, the sensational victory over Francis Ngannou. So how does Anthony Joshua come back? Is it more jabs, better defense? Or is it a preparation that increases self-belief? Or a complete mastery of boxing? One would think that the focus has to be intense. The motivation has to be intense. Now, the Usyk rematch, that performance was underrated. And the Klitschko performance was absolutely epic. Now, if Joshua is able to put all the pieces of the puzzle together, if he is able to execute correctly, then potentially he can become heavyweight champion again. Think of this. Anthony Joshua's career has never been defined solely by victories or by defeats, but by his willingness to keep evolving. Every setback has forced him to confront new questions about his style, his confidence, and his future. Whether he wins another world title or not, Joshua has already secured his place in British boxing history. The next chapter is about proving that great fighters can rebuild as well as they can rise. So that's the end of the video. Now I'm trying to build a digital boxing community, and that means I'm interested in your thoughts, I'm interested in your perspectives, and I'm interested in your observations. Now, if you want to support the channel, press like, hype, and subscribe. And if you want to watch more content like this, then simply click here or click here. As always, thanks for your time. It is much appreciated.